At the end of the day today, you will know where you are, know where you're going, and have an idea of how to reproduce the process of determining a goal and adjusting your mindset to orient on that goal. Now, you should have all received your goal setting sheet. If not, you can do this on plain paper. Let me share my screen so that you can all see and share. Excellent. So, it is important to set a time frame. That is why at the very top there's a start date and an end date. Makes a difference. If you just say, yes, I'd like to get fit, but you don't identify the timeline that you want to work in, then you don't even have a goal. You just have an idea. And forget about having a plan. So put today's date. There's no, oh, I'm going to start January 1st. You're going to start right now because there are some things you can do to advance your fitness goal even outside of the gym. Tracking? But today's date, today is December 9th, the time of this recording, and your end date. Now, I generally advise doing 3-month blocks for any actionable goal. Uh, so, what is possible in 3 months? You can lose 2 pounds a week very easily. Um, but it's okay if you set a ridiculous goal and you only make a little bit of progress because now you know, oh, at the end of this time period, I'm just going to adjust it next time for a longer time period and repeat same goal, but with that little bit of progress because it's not a failure. You got to a point and you realized you need to go longer to achieve that goal. That that's starting. It's not even starting over. That's getting a head start. Really, what it is. So your goal, it could be to lose weight. It could be to gain muscle mass. It could be putting weight on a particular lift. It could be preparation for a contest. Whatever that goal is, get as specific as possible. If you're just trying to get more healthy, all right, what are some of the unhealthy things you notice right now? Okay. Maybe you can't walk up a flight of steps without being out of breath. All right, that's your goal. I want to walk up one flight of stairs without losing my breath. Okay. It's an excellent goal. It's easy to measure. Put that in there. My why. You can get as deep or as shallow as you want with this. If you just want to look good naked, and the reason is because you want people to find you attractive, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that reason. We all want to feel wanted. If it's deeper, if you want to be able, I want to survive long enough to walk my daughter down the aisle. Yeah, that's a good one. And every time that you feel like making an excuse to not do any of your action steps, go look at your why. Is that excuse more important than your reason why? It never is, which is why we do it. Now, when I achieve this goal, it will. What is this goal going to do for you? Does this goal advance your happiness? Does it advance your lifestyle? Does it advance your appearance? What does it do for you? Why are we pursuing this goal now? And I'll use my example. My goal is to become world's strongest 105-kilogram strongman. Why? Because I want to prove that I can be the best at something. And when I achieve this goal, it will validate my capacity to dedicate the time and resources needed to become an expert at something. And it will give me a little bit of clout to build the Strength Academy. Bring some big names to it, hopefully. Um, so I hope that helps you. Moving on to action steps. Self-explanatory, but this sometimes it's easier to do requirements first. Like, all right, if I want to get stronger, I need access to gym equipment. All right, so action step would then be sign up for a gym or go buy equipment or go lift rocks outside, whatever you have available. Um, I love lifting natural stones. So that would be one of my action steps. Um, and be as specific as possible. But like if it takes further research and you have to get away from this page, put the action step as research gyms in my area or whatever it is. Research the best deals on lifting equipment. That's an action step. And that's very good to put in there. If you run out of space there, flip it over onto the back. Or if you're not doing this with the template, just keep chugging away on your list. Requirements and action steps are tied. You're going to have specific requirements that might be knowledge. Like I need to know what my calories and such are. All right, action step. Ask somebody who knows, research yourself, or um, I don't recommend trying to chat GPT it. I've seen a couple of weird answers there, but I have actually in tomorrow's session, I go over nutrition, calories, etc. So we'll dig into that tomorrow. So your next action might just be attend tomorrow's live session. Happy day. So that's going to take you a little bit of time. Spend the time on it. And my vision of success. This this box should not be enough space. Is the short version here. My vision of success is not just standing on a podium with a medal around my neck. It's tied into the when I achieve this goal, it will statement. When I achieve, you know, when I am world's strongest 105 kilogram strongman, I will be highly educated in the sport of strongman. I will be the strongest I've ever been in my life. I will have sponsorships. I will have a cabin in the woods surrounded by outdoor strongman equipment. Um, my daughter will compete in strongman with me, whatever it is. I will I will wear a size 36 pants, whatever. Um, again, detail is important here. And I want you to really write something out, take a few seconds, and then go back through and expand upon it. Get deep into this. This is going to be what goes through your mind as you're struggling through those tough days. Like, why am I here? Why do I keep pushing so hard? It's because this is what you want. So write down what it looks like, what it sounds like, what it feels like, what it tastes like. Um, every bit of information you can pack into this is going to help. Um, if I'm standing on the podium, the fireworks are going off in the background. They're blaring music. The crowd is cheering for me. My wife and daughter are right there cheering me on. That's all going to create a scene that you can sit in and help reorient. This is my goal. This is why I'm doing this. Manifestation comes to mind. I just don't get into the woo woo part of all that. Um, And then cost of not achieving this goal. For some people, it could be that you die early. That is a serious fucking cost. Maybe I die of heart disease at the age of 50. That's scary as shit. Take this seriously. My cost of not becoming the world's strongest 105 kilogram. Maybe I'm tied to a desk job for the rest of my life. And I'm fucking miserable and I'm not the man that my family needs me to be. That is the painful truth of it. So this last one, whatever you put in here should be honest enough to kick you in the ass. Hey, this needs to get done. And if I don't, this could happen to me. Now, don't get like ridiculous with it. If I don't do this, then I will have doomed the earth to 1,000 years of darkness. Whatever the fuck. Take it seriously. And then at the bottom here, it's not labeled, but any and all motivational quotes. If you're looking for motivational quotes, C.T. Fletcher, Theodore Roosevelt, Socrates, the list goes on. You can look up motivational quotes and comb through them and put something in there that you can repeat to yourself. And maybe you come up with your own quote, like, I do hard shit. This is what I do. Simple, to the point. That can get you through it. Gold medal effort was one that I've used in the past. When I was struggling through a set, no, this is gold medal effort. If I wimp out of this, that's not a gold medal. I got to get through it. So this is all going to look different depending on who you are and what you're going for. But excuse me, really take your time on this. Don't spend several days, but a good couple hours. Take it serious, and you should have access to the template. Print out multiple copies if you have to, or whatever you got to do. Uh, but this is step one for a reason. You have to know what you're doing and why you're doing it. Um, that helps, give you your coordinates. That's I'm on this heading, and this is why. So this can change. Honestly, if this doesn't change, you're doing something wrong. This will change on a regular basis. The vision of success even might change as you start figuring out certain things. Oh, I like this part of it, but this part not so much. Um, and then if you achieve that vision of success, there's going to be another one. Still celebrate achieving that vision, but it's okay to draw this up again and say, "Yep, got another one. Let's start grinding." All right. So I just rambled on for a good 15 minutes. Any and all questions? All right. And you can post the questions on the recording, and we can get into that as needed, or you can message me directly. Either way. So that's goal setting. The next one is mindset. And I wasn't sure how hard to push on this one, but I'm gonna go kind of base level because I don't know who exactly is going to be watching this going forward. So I want to keep it pretty accessible to everyone. Um, that's not what I wanted. hope that's easy enough to see. But this is a prompt I use whenever I start to feel like I'm taking too much time for whatever it is I'm doing. I just spent 2.5 hours in the gym. Like I feel like I'm wasting time, but no, that 2.5 hours is going towards my goal. And this right here helps me realign with my priorities. I am going to achieve this goal because it does benefit my family. And if it didn't, it wouldn't be a goal of mine. So, and whoever this is, this could be your dogs and cats. I don't care. Whatever. You're healthy enough to be able to take your dog on a walk every day. Whatever. Um, but it's very important to address this question. How does achieving my goal help me serve those I care about? And don't get weird on the word serve. Um, I know there's some religious connotation to it, but it is simple, straightforward. How does it help you help the people you love? Um, this just sounds pretty. Um, and this is one you might have to sit with for a little bit. And it is tied to, you know, what do I get out of this and the cost of not achieving it. If I don't achieve world's strongest 105 kilogram, then I'm not presenting a solid role model for my daughter. If I give up on that goal, what am I teaching her? I'm teaching her that you can give up and nothing bad's really going to happen or whatever. But if I achieve this goal, I get to show her, yeah, it doesn't matter how long it takes. If you care enough and you just keep grinding, you can achieve anything. So I wish I had a prettier way to present this, but I do kind of like the black and white of it. I want you to go through these two, the goal setting sheet and this journal prompt. I want you to spend some time on it today and really take it serious. Make a cup of coffee, sit there, and pen to paper, I find is the best way to get all this out. Typing doesn't connect to my brain as well as pen and paper, but my handwriting is atrocious, so I will not subject you to all of that. But really spend your time on this because so many people give up time that they need to accomplish something that they care about with an excuse of, well, I just need to take care of this, or, so and so needs this. Um, all right, well, why why can't you get your stuff done and help so and so with whatever? My daughter has every after school thing in imagine. There's sports, karate, theater, all of it. So my schedule is packed. So in order to make sure she can do all of her things and I still get my stuff done so that I can serve her better, I do have to schedule this out. And sometimes she might have to make some accommodations with, maybe her personal time after school. She gets some time after school to go veg. All right, well, she has to choose between veg time and when she gets to go to bed tonight because there's a whole lot going on. And that's not something we would do all the time, but you know, if there is something that needs to be done, like I need to drive an hour to this particular gym so that I can practice uh, with a certain piece of equipment. All right, that's going to throw a lot of the schedule off. So instead of her veg time in her bedroom, maybe she brings her Nintendo in the car. She gets to play that while we go to the gym. Asking her to make that accommodation is not, putting her out in any significant way. She still gets to do all of the things that she cares about. We just have to come to a compromise. And scheduling is a family affair. So highly recommend you get all your schedules together once a week and have a little bit of family time as you figure out, all right, we got to do this, this, and this, and maybe there's a conflict here, and you work out how to resolve that conflict together. Um, but I did get a little off topic there. Uh, but I want you guys to go through this, post whatever you're comfortable posting in the discussion board. Um, or you can message me directly if you don't want everyone else seeing it, but you want to, you know, relay it to another person. And then I highly recommend have both of these displayed somewhere that you're going to see them every day. That little reminder is really important. And you could even turn your answer to this journal prompt into a mantra. I am doing this because it helps me protect my family on a daily basis. You remind yourself that you are grinding this hard so that you can protect your family. Can't tell me that doesn't help. So that's all I have for today. And it's short and sweet. Any and all questions, drop them in the discussion board. And look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the nutrition discussion. Thank you all. Be well and be strong.